This is a different pen than I normally use. I mean, I like this pen. It's like a not totally a brush pen. It's a let me see if I can find the brand. It's a Kuretake brand. It's kind of like it's just a felt tip pen, which is kind of like a brush pen. It's got a little bit of line weight to it, but okay. I don't know how I'm gonna draw this tooth. What's up, Hannah? Okay, I wanted to get a good idea of these lines down committed so that I'm gonna have to take like a 3 minute break in a second. Chloe made me some food, so before it gets cold, I want to honor her cooking. It's delicious. So I'm gonna eat for a minute, but I didn't want you to think that I went to go look what Shrek looks like because we're doing this 100% without looking. And I refuse to look till I'm done. And it's gonna be totally wrong because it doesn't look like Shrek at all, but I don't know what's wrong with it. So I'm just gonna keep going with it. He's got scales everywhere. We'll put scales on him in a little bit. We'll color him. Okay, this is going to be the tough part. Let's see. I don't think he has this Gamorrean guard thing, but I mean, I do. I just don't know if it looks like this. I don't even know how much of him is exposed, like how much of him is green now that I think about it. Okay, give me a second here. I'm going to eat for like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I guess I could eat on stream if it's not offensive. But all right, let's talk about something else that's not Shrek related, so I don't get any spoilers. This actually does feel kind of gross eating on stream. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm chewing weird. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. All right, let me see. What did I miss? Okay. Let's see. Oh, you watch Teeth? Good work. DreamWorks presents Schrock. Speaking of, I got to do the logo on here too, but I'll do that after we're done. Okay, let me. This kind of looks like a mixture of like Beast Man from He-Man and Popeye, and maybe Shrek, or maybe something from Onward. Does he have an? I think he has like a. We're just going for it. He has like a belt or something, right? Okay, we're going for that. No idea what he has on. Maybe let's give him a. There, he has like some torn sleeves. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, we're going to add some color to him before we do the logo. I really don't want to see what Shrek looks like because it's going to be so wrong. I want to give him more scales in a minute. Oh, Scott, dude. Come on. Thanks for that subscription, my friend. He has a Megadeth tattoo on his left bicep. I think he has veins. Maybe he has some veins. I can't fully remember. But we'll add some veins to him. Okay, let's clean this guy up for a minute. We can add some more. I know DreamWorks was all bragging about their textures and the amount of like fur you can see on. I don't think Shrek had a beard or anything, did he? No. Okay, let's add some more fur texture. Hey, what's up, Serial Heroes? This is every once in a while when we're doing some of the other shows, we'll have like a challenge, and one of the challenges that we do is to draw like a character or something from memory, and it's really fun. But I usually do it like within like a minute or 2 minutes or something. So I wanted to just spend a little bit more time on one today and test it out. But having you guys kind of vote on it and then picking one that is very uncomfortable. it's kind of fun, even though it's like, I don't know, it's weird, but we're gonna see. We'll see how I did in a little bit. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing this more often. It's pretty fun. Okay, let me give him some scales. I wish it wasn't so bright right now, but oh, thanks, Jane. Thank you, guys. All right, we're gonna treat this very seriously, though. We're gonna give him some scales, and then we're gonna analyze it and see if I can figure out. I remember DreamWorks was so stoked that you could see his pores and his scales, so we got to zoom in and get those. I'm still getting a Gamorrean Guard vibe. Which I never associated Shrek with a Gamorrean Guard before, so I don't know why I did here. This character isn't in a story. It's called Shrek 1 through 3. It's clearly Shrek, I'm hoping. Or it could just be somebody's D&D character. I do like Shrock. Shrock is funny. Is anybody else drawing along for Shrek from memory to let's see, to share? Oh, this does not look like Shrek at all, but it's all right. Well, it is kind of a love child of Popeye and the Gamorrean Guard, but it's shrunk. Okay, let's add a little bit. Chloe always makes fun of me because my memory is my memory's pretty bad as far as like regular stuff, and then it's hit or miss with stuff like this. Sometimes I'll be like super on point with like some random shit that I'll remember from my childhood, and then sometimes I'll be way off. But I'm hoping that I'm at least 40% right with this, because it doesn't look unrecognizable. Maybe it does. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna add some color, and then we'll do the logo. Okay, I think he's this color. We'll do these two colors for now. Oh, there's 3. Oh yeah, okay. What's up, Aston? Let me see if this is... this is a decent start. We'll do a little bit of shading with this. But this isn't Shrek's color. Shrek is definitely more yellow-green. But we'll do a little bit of shading since we committed to that. Shrek's like almost yellow, I remember, right? Like he's like neon green. Oh man, 42% right. Oh, we'll analyze this when I'm done, and we'll collectively make fun of me. I don't think Shrek had veins now that I think about it, but maybe he did. This is even more of a Gamorrean Guard color. All right, let's try. What's this lighter one look like? This one's pretty good. This one's a little bit better. I got to remember next time that I broadcast, like when it's still daylight, to block out some of the windows or something, so you can at least see. What about this one? This one's a little more green. I think I need to do a little more yellow. This is a little bit too green. Maybe his bottom eyelids will be this green. Okay, let's get a yellow. I think it's going to be a pretty short stream. I mean, it's already been for an hour. I took like a 5-minute lunch break, but yeah, it'll be relatively short. I just wanted to jump on because I feel like I haven't streamed in a few days, and I mean, I feel like I haven't streamed in a few days, and I don't want to get in the habit of not streaming. So I wanted to jump on when I had a chance. Oh, tomorrow, you know what's? Here's something that I haven't told anybody that nobody else knows yet. Tomorrow night, there's a show. Here, let me stop what I'm doing. Stop making noise so I can talk. Do you guys ever watch a show on Twitch here called Super Punch? Because tomorrow night at about 8:30 Pacific time, I will be on Super Punch doing an art challenge stream for about a half an hour. So if you guys, I think I should be able to put a link up to it in the chat, but if anybody has a link to the chat or to the Super Punch channel, put it up in the chat, because it's they do a show every night, and it's sometimes I think they even broadcast on TV. But tomorrow night I'm going to be on it, and it's going to be fun. I mean, it's probably going to be just as embarrassing as this, but I think that's what I like about these streams, is that I'm allowed to be embarrassed. It's cool. Yeah, I think it's a pretty long show. I think they stream for like 4 or 5 hours a night, but I'll be on it 8:30 to 9 about, so Pacific time. And I'm not fully sure what we're doing yet, but it should be fun. Okay, let's where is this drawing? Okay. Let's get some of this fur going. Oh no, I'm allowed to be. Yeah, I think that the streams are definitely made to be embarrassed, so I'm okay with it. I know I'm not allowed to be embarrassed, but I'm actually not even really embarrassed. It's just like it's just a weird thing to like be like, all right, well, this is what we're doing. But I like the process, because even when I'm doing something like this that I'm clearly not getting totally correct. I'm learning something, and I'll learn something when it's over too, because I will learn. Like, I think that forever now, like we just did the Beavis and Butthead one, and if you saw it, I'll show you in case you missed the Beavis and Butthead one. Let's show you what we did. Where did my Beavis and Butthead go? Oh, it's on this side. So I drew Beavis and Butthead earlier from memory, and this was a quick one. And I learned the Beavis doesn't have sideburns. That's fine. But the other thing that I learned was I didn't realize that Beavis's face sits lower on his head than Butthead's face, which is higher. I mean, his eye line, like Beavis has a bigger forehead, Butthead has a bigger neck, chin, and so I didn't realize that. I figured, as you can see from the drawing, I thought they were like the same size. So I'll never forget that now. So that's it's cause sometimes it's kind of fun to do these exercises where you try to draw something from memory and then see what you did wrong, because it's more accurate to learn from that than from like straight up copying something, I think. Because if you're copying, you're not necessarily conscious of what you're doing. You're just kind of executing and trying to retrace, which is definitely helpful for other reasons, or not necessarily retrace, but recreate. So it's helpful for other reasons. I don't know if he has orange eyes. I don't think he does, orange eyelids, but they seem to be right for me. That seems to be right. Should just keep these pens out. Okay, let me get rid of this. Oh, you're not going to want to buy this Shrek. I'm just going to get out a few more pens out. I got to go through these Copics and find out which ones are not good anymore. Because like these ones, some of these are really old Copics and they didn't have the brush pen options, but they're these square ones, and I do not use these. Oh my God, Roger Rabbit would be a good one, because that one would be tough, because I feel like I know, but yeah, the Roger Rabbit one would be really rough, but I would love to do that. That's a good one to do next. Here, let's give him some fun gums here. I don't know what I think he has brown eyes. Pretty brown eyes. Oh, those are really dark. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess yeah, Platypus. It totally could be helpful in developing your own style too, because you're trying to interpret it from like how you would draw it from your memory, you know, or I guess from your imagination. Also, the good thing about drawing from your memory is like there's almost no way that people can tell you that you traced it. Not that anybody really accuses people of tracing, but you never know. I think his shirt's mainly like white, so I'm going to keep that white, but let's get this. This might be a little more gold. Where's the yellow? We'll do this. This stuff is that. And I think, let's fill this in. With Copas, you can do a little blending. I wish it was like really, yeah, I wish that you can kind of see a little bit more without the exposure being so blown out, but Shrek has pit stains. All right, well, I think I was going to give them to him anyways. Just kidding. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I could imagine Shrek having pit stains. He's an ogre. See, like this pen is like almost empty, and yet I keep trying to use it. David Spade would be a funny voice for this guy. I think that this version of Shrek would definitely devour the Keebler elves. Oh my god, Chloe and I went to the grocery store the other day, and in the cookie section, we haven't looked for Keebler food or cookies in a while, and we specifically went there to like see what they had, and there was only like 2 different Keebler products like on the bottom shelf, and I felt bad for Keebler. Like they fell off, and I was like, man, felt kind of bad. Give him a little bit of some yellow teeth here. Yeah, they had to make room for all the Oreos for sure. There's so many Oreos. Like, I wonder if, like, whoever in the marketing department, there was one day where they were just like, you know what we should try? And someone was like, what? And they were like, different flavor of Oreos, and they're like, that's stupid. And then they tried one, and then they were like, okay, floodgates are open. Every single thing. This could be this could be like a breed. This could be like a mixed breed between, like, if like a Greedo breed and a Gamorrean guard breed like hooked up and had a baby, and then it grew up to be this fucking Schronk. You puked Oreos. That's insane. I hope they were like, there was no liquid in them and you just puked powdered Oreos. Like, just that would actually probably choke you, but that'd be funny. Okay, so we're gonna do the logo now. Should it say Shrek? No, it should say Shrek because we're legitimately doing Shrek. But I'm trying to remember the logo because the logo had these little ears on it, but I don't know where it did. I think, okay, we had the DVD in KB Toys so long. Let's see. I think that the things were on. We're on this. Here, this is called 100% Shrek. Okay, we'll outline. I feel like this is pretty accurate, but once again, you don't even ask me to draw Donkey, whatever his name is. Hey, what's up, Hal? You can read that. We're drawing Shrek totally from memory. And, you know, I think it started off at like 14 to 15% accurate. And then I think I was able to correct it to, I'd say it's up to, what, 70? We'll take bets before I expose myself, and then we'll analyze what I drew, and we'll figure out the one or two things that I did wrong, and not just wrong, open to interpretation, because, you know, I can still see Shrek in my brain, but that's like one of the hardest things about art is like it's so hard to draw what you see. And that's where the practice goes. It's more of a practice of communication with your brain more so than how to execute it, because if you can visualize it that perfectly, then like you should be able to draw it, right? Because your brain's telling you what to draw. So a lot of the times the practice helps you communicate with your brain better. Dude, Scott, gifting subscriptions left and right. Thank you, man. And thank you, BrainTuber, for joining and being cool. This is the, I think, okay, so here we go. This is oh wait, these ears up here have to have some color. There we go. And there's some dots. Let's give him some more texture here. Alright, okay, so the moment of truth is coming up. I'm going to pull up an image of Shrek, and I'm going to show it on stream so that we can compare what we did. Let me get these all set off to the side. Okay, so this is not 100% what I see what I see in my brain, but I feel like it's pretty close. The clothing, now that I'm looking at the clothing I think is way off. But I do remember, I think the color scheme's right. That's right. All right, I'm gonna find this. Oh, thank you, Morlo. So let's see. All right, I'm ready. Let me pull this up. All right, so there he is. So, oh my God, I was pretty wrong on a lot of stuff. All right, let's figure this out. Well, man, I didn't realize. Okay, he definitely had smaller eyes. He doesn't have regular ears at all. This is crazy. This is totally crazy to me. He's not muscular at all. He doesn't have any fur on him. He has like a vest made of mud. I think his horn things that I got were not that incorrect. His teeth are not ogreish at all. He does look more like the Mucinex guy than I imagined in my head. Man. But this was correct. right? He has ripped shirts, and they were kind of white. I mean, dirty white. He had a belt, but I put it like on the chest. I don't know if I really got anything correct. He does have eyebrow. I forgot I put the eyebrows on it first, and then I took them off. Damn. He doesn't have any veins. He does have skin pores. I put those on there. But his teeth are a lot smaller than I thought they were. And he doesn't... So I'm glad that I didn't do his big ogre, his big long nose. That's what was making him look like My Pet Monster. But Serial Heroes, thank you. That's awesome. All right. Well, we didn't. I am glad that I fixed the nose and the face shape. I think. Okay, so let's see what I can do. Let's take a piece of paper. I'm not totally done yet. I want to see what I did with the logo though. Okay, so let me pull up the logo and see how I did. Oh man, I was pretty off. I mean, I wasn't pretty off, I guess. But it's all capitals. But I was pretty close as far as like where his things went. His little yeah, I was kind of close, but I didn't know they were all uppercase. And I didn't know that those came off on both things, but I was pretty close. I'd say the logo, I was pretty close. Dude, Scott gifting some subscriptions. You're the best. All right, so let's see how we could have fixed this. Let's see. Oh yeah, the E is lowercase. That's super weird. I wonder why the E is lowercase. So I'm gonna have this traced just under here real quick, and looking at the drawing, this is when we're analyzing what I did wrong. So let's see what I could have done. Let's kind of keep similar shape. So his eyes were like a little higher up and they were a little more real. He does have the eyebrows. And he has these weird... I actually don't even know what these shapes would be called. These weird funnel shapes. But he does have a big nose. And he does have eyelids, I guess. I was kind of correct on that. And he kind of looks like Peter Griffin right now. He looks like Peter Griffin and Slimer mixed together. This does not look any better, actually. But I was trying to keep like my original kind of like shape going. Now he looks like Uncle Fester and Peter Griffin and Slimer. And then he's not as hunchback as I imagined. And then there's his weird little vest that's barely held together. See, I would have never remembered that it's not held together. Yeah, he looks like Peter Griffin now. Hey, what's up, Rachel? The area between his nose and his upper lip is longer. You're right. That's why. That's one of the things that's wrong. Oh yeah, I see. And then he still has a big chin. I mean, that's a little bit better. Oh, he only has... Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah, the top teeth. Yeah, good observation, Dave. This is why Dave's an art teacher. And a little more bulbous, I think. Man, that's not very that's still not that great, but we got a little bit better there. Still is pretty shronkish. Dave, you are an art teacher. You're literally teaching art in like an hour. Oh man, it got dark. Now you can see stuff. That's cool. But anyway, so this is a good exercise to draw something from your memory and then look at it and see what's incorrect about it and make fun of yourself and then try to fix it, because then you'll learn stuff. And I probably won't forget some of this stuff. It'll go with the random bits of things that I have. Oh, you know what we should do though really quickly before I'm done? I was pretty close on the logo. That was not that far from. But here's something that I don't have the picture that I took years ago, but I'm going to... Dang, I wish I had the picture that I have, but this is pretty good. Here's some Shrek cosplay that somebody did that's actually better than what my drawing was. But dude, Shrek cosplay, it's good. Oh, all right. Well, it's getting darker in here. You definitely got the eyebrows right. I can't believe that I forgot the eyebrows on mine. Well, that was fun. Let me get rid of these. Okay, so the final verdict is, what do you think? 30%? 40%? 30%. Colors. That's pretty much all I got right. Colors. But it's all right. Well, hey, BrainTube, but thank you guys for joining. This is cool. I'm gonna get back to trying to stream a little bit more. I have a few more things that I'm trying to catch up on, but yeah, you're right. 42% done. I'll accept that. And then if you missed it earlier, tomorrow night at about 8:30 p.m. PS time, Pacific time, I'll be appearing on a show on Twitch called Super Punch. And I'm going to be doing an art challenge on there. And that's a really popular, fun show. So there's going to be a lot of people watching, hopefully. And I'll need your guys' support in there for sure, because I need some cheerleaders, because otherwise it's just going to be people ragging on me. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and I think that I'm going to do a pretty cool announcement tomorrow during Super Punch if I get a chance to. So tune into that. If you guys drew Shrek along with from memory along with us, make sure you add it to the Discord. And Jane, thanks for joining me. Thanks for everybody. At Fartface, it's gonna be no, it's not. It's not. I'm not challenging. I'm just doing it. I'm being a guest on their show. No need to attack anybody on there. It's just I'm gonna do something similar to like what we're doing here, where they'll give me a challenge and I'll have to do it in a half an hour or whatever. It's gonna be really fun though. The show's called Super Punch, and it should be on here. Let me see if I can type it in. That should work. That link should work to the show. But yeah. So cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and enjoy yourself. Thank you to everybody who's still out there working, so that we can be safe and hang out. And that was fun. So all right, I'll see you guys soon.